Hello. First of all, I love you, love you, love you, love you, and appreciate you, Abraham and Esther, all of you.
Love feels good, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
And we are all lovable.
I know.
What's not
And
to
you're
love?
funny,
What's not to
too.
love? But we don't want to be so lovable that we're easy to love. We really prefer the unlovables, because then you have to practice what really makes it all work.
Okay.
The most lovable people in your life don't help you that much, because you just have to observe them and feel good. There's no real motion forward in that.
True.
So get out.
Okay. So I had a couple questions. One was the unlovable thing, too.
Really?
Yes. Yes. I was wondering that, you know how you say you attract everything to you by your energy and your like energies and things? Yeah. And, I find that I attract myself to some people and I'm like, whoa, what am I doing to attract that to me?
Well, you see, the thing is, everyone, including you, everyone is a mixed bag. And so you have so many positive aspects, and so do they. And you have some negative aspects, and so do they. And so it just depends on what's active in you really recently, like now. Mm-hmm. First, we want to say that every thought that has ever been thought still exists. But all of them are not active in your vibration right now. So your point of attraction, the convergence of you meeting up with your inner being, is happening now. And it's about what's active in you now. Now, it's fair to say that what's active in you now is probably a lot like what was active in you a minute ago or an hour ago. Most people get up, get a vibration started, and then it just gains momentum through the day. And it's logical, because most people, we love you so much, but you often get up in the morning and you start thinking about the things that were troubling you yesterday. So you continue the momentum. You don't need to, you don't have to. In fact, when you first wake up, that's your best opportunity to not do that. Whatever it is that's active in you, that's what you are rendezvousing with. And so if you get focused on something and get it really active in your vibration, it will show up not just in one person, but in a lot of people around you. Mm-hmm. And so it's fair to say that personality-wise, you are rendezvousing with people based upon what is usually active within you. And that means you can do something about it. You can't control others, and don't try, because it will drive you crazy. But you can control your vibration. So if there's someone unlovable and your attention to them is causing you concern or worry or discomfort or discord, do anything and everything you can to get them out of your mind, or bridge the way you feel about them. It's usually easier to get them out of your mind unless you live with them.
This is usually strangers. I work in a very public place, so someday I try to think of it as a playground when I go to work.
We're just going to ask you about that, because that's a really good mindset for you. Because if you're feeling playful about the people that you will be interacting with, then you probably have mostly positive interactions. But if the public annoys you, then the most annoying among them will make their way right to you.
And that's what happens. It's true. Yeah. It is true. Yes. I did learn a good lesson the other day. I had a situation that was very annoying, well, where'd that come from? And the other person that was helping that person came to me very upset. I said, oh, you know what, just ignore them. There's people like that everywhere. Just don't even think about it. Just go do your work and forget it. So I felt like I taught myself something there through him.
It's easier to do when it's happening to somebody else,
yeah,
isn't it?
It is.
In other words,
yes.
It's really easy, but that's because you're not personally, and by personally we mean vibrationally in this moment, invested in it.
Right.
But something that is very helpful, especially when it is as light as what you are offering here. You are more or less detached from these individuals, and so there's not a lot of momentum relative to any one of them. while collectively you might have a pretty good run going, that's what we meant by saying the public is annoying. But one of the things that is really helpful to say in that light situation, or in any situation, but in a lighter situation, you usually make, in this moment, good, powerful, vibrational, bridging headway. Say to yourself, I wonder what my inner being is thinking about this exact person at this exact moment. Because that's the reason that you're feeling negative emotion. This is going to be a little hard to hear, but we're going to say it bluntly in a way that you can hear it. It's not that this person really is annoying. It's that your perspective of this person doesn't match the perspective that your inner being has. Your inner being always gives people the benefit of the doubt. Your inner being always looks for positive aspects. Your inner being remains in compassion, which means no dip in inner being vibration and still able to give attention to something. So the reason that we encourage you to turn your attention away, you meaning most humans, is because most of you are not practiced enough to stay in that compassion where your vibration doesn't dip when you look. When you look, your vibration usually dips, which is what we mean by a conditional relationship with most things. Most conditions affect your vibration, and that's what you want to get good at not letting happen. You don't want the conditions to control your vibration, because then you have no control over your experience unless you sit in a very private place with very controlled environment, and then the condition becomes boring, and so you're no better off. And so your options really are find positive aspects, and if you can't, change the subject. And then the next morning, wake up with an even clearer intention, because in this day of annoyance, you put more engines on your train going that way that say, I want to have better days. I want to have smoother rides. I don't want so much bumpiness. I want to feel better in my day. I want more harmony around me. And so as you stack those trains going that way, you'll feel the clarity and the momentum of that until the next time something happens and those old records play. But little by little, you will become someone who is unaffected by what's going on around you.
That's my desire.
You know, we like that because for most people, the majority of their vibrational output is because of what they are observing, which means the current state of their manifestations is getting most of their attention, which means their manifestations can't evolve into more preferred. If you're just looking at what is, then you're offering a vibration about what is, and you're just going to get more of what is. Different faces, different places, but essentially the same thing. That's one of the things that we enjoy so much about a gathering like this. You sit and don't panic and listen and feel resonance with this and this and this and this, and your vibration shifts just in the course of a morning like this. And then because of that, your point of attraction is different. So every relationship that you have with both personal and strangers is affected by that change of vibrational set point that you accomplish, which can let you know, if you're paying attention, that you have the ability to do that anytime relative to anyone, which is what makes you then the deliberate creator of your experience rather than creating by default. Sometimes people say, just came out of the blue, just came out of the blue. This thing I didn't want. And we tease you, we say it didn't come out of the blue, it came out of the oblivious. It came out of your insensitivity to your own emotions, your unwillingness to acknowledge that your emotions are guiding you about what you want, and you have the ability to guide your thoughts in the direction of what your emotions are letting you know that you prefer. Isn't it interesting? So something's really bothering you, or someone's really bothering you. And the first tendency is, you need to change because you're really bothering me. And then we don't help you out in that because we say they don't need to change, and in most cases they can't change. But you can focus differently, and you can attract change from them or different people around you. But you really got to give up depending on the change in others for you feeling good, because it's not going to happen. And even if it does, it just trains you into needing more people to be like that until you become a very demanding person. These people please me. Be more like them.